What is going on, you guys? I'm Matt, and I'm out here with the Canon R5, and today we are talking about setting a custom white balance. Let's get right to it. So as you can see from looking behind me, it's actually a really smoky day here in Spokane. There's a big fire burning up in Canada. Hopefully everybody's okay. But I thought this would be a great opportunity to talk about the importance of setting a custom white balance. If you don't know, white balance is basically us telling the camera what kind of lighting we're shooting in. Our eyes are really good at adapting to different kinds of light, but our cameras are not. So we have to tell the camera if we're shooting in sunlight or fluorescent light or shade or cloudy. And that's super important because if we don't set our white balance right, our images are going to come out a little too blue or a little too orange. So getting the white balance dialed in perfect is super important. Now there's no white balance setting on our cameras for a smoky day like today, which is why I thought it would be perfect to show you how to set a custom white balance. And like I said, we're going to do that today on the Canon R5, but the principles I'm going to show you will work on nearly every digital camera. Now the first thing you're going to need to be able to set a custom white balance is a neutral gray card. It can actually be gray or white or black like these three are right here. It just needs to be neutral. You can get this little setup right here on Amazon for like 10 bucks. But what really all you need is actually what's called an 18% neutral gray card. It's a cardboard square. It's about the size of an 8x10 piece of paper, and it's perfectly neutral gray. And that's really all you need to be able to do this. In a pinch, a white piece of printer paper will also work. But remember, white paper is not actually perfectly white, and it may have a color cast to it, which may throw off your white balance, which is why getting something that's perfectly neutral like these guys is great. So how do we set a custom white balance? It's actually really, really simple. Let's go to the back of our cameras. Let's press the info button until our screen looks like this. And then let's press Q right here. And then we're gonna go to this setting right here, which is our white balance setting. And I'm gonna go ahead and tap on that. And you can see along the bottom here, I have all these different white balances. I wanna move all the way over until I see this one right here. This is our custom white balance setting. So I'm gonna go ahead and tap on that. And you can see it's gonna say, press the trash can button to shoot to set a custom white balance. So I'm gonna go ahead and press the little trash can button. That's this dude right here. And I'll press that. And now the camera has put that little square in the middle. And all I have to do is fill up that little square with, it doesn't really matter which one of these I use. I just use the gray because I think it's easier. So I'm gonna go ahead and look through the camera. I'm gonna put the box in the middle right over here on my gray square. And I'm gonna go ahead and just take that picture. So you can see I end up getting this screen right here, and it says white balance data for custom white balance obtained. Beautiful. All I got to do is press my set button, and I am set. I have set a custom white balance for out here on a smoky day here in Spokane. Let's see how this image looks. Okay, that looks pretty neutral. I'm pretty happy with that. Let's just compare it with a cloudy day. So I'm going to change my white balance now. So again, I'm going to press Q. I'm going to go into my white balance, change this to cloudy this time, and let's take the same photo and see how it looks. All right, I'm gonna press the playback button here. So here's my cloudy photo. Here's my custom white balance photo. That cloudy photo looks just a little bit bluer to me, meaning cloudy is not actually the perfect white balance for these settings, which makes sense because it is kind of cloudy, but it's mostly smoky. So custom white balance in this situation worked great for me. Final thoughts on setting a custom white balance. I think this is super handy. This is gonna be really helpful when you go into your gymnasiums and to classrooms that have weird lighting in them, auditoriums for sure. Go into your auditorium, have them turn on that spotlight and set a gray card up there with the spotlight shining on it and set your custom white balance that way. And you're gonna get much more color accurate photos than you would if you were just using the built-in white balance in your camera. I'll put a link in the description below, you guys, for a natural 18% gray card that you can use for setting your custom white balance. Highly recommend you pick one up. I would put one in every single one of your camera bags and make sure every one of your photographers knows how to set the custom white balance on their camera. I think this is really valuable information to know. Hopefully this video was helpful for you. If it was, please let me know in the comments, hit that like button, and then gently press that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video.